is a new day and I just want to show y'all some of the new upgrades that I added to my van. So as you can see, this is basically my back window. I've been dealing with condensation and stuff like that on this window. So far I just have some microfiber towels to kind of like sop up the condensation, and then like when it gets sunny, obviously the sun will kind of help to air it out and dry it out. And then I would like make sure I crack open the window and stuff like that. So that's how I'm dealing with the condensation in this area. The paneling of this door does have mold. I was able to kind of remove a piece of the paneling off, and it does have mold. So I did buy some concrobium. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Concrobium. I'm gonna put on the screen here, but I bought some of this stuff, and basically my plan is to when I get to where I'm going, because I am going to be traveling within the next week, which I'm super excited for because it is just so cold here in the PNW. And so I'm going to be traveling soon. So basically once I travel, I'm going to basically travel and then rent a cabin for like a few days or something like that, and then I'm going to utilize the concrobium and stuff like that to, like, you know, kill off any of the remaining mold. But as of right now, I don't feel affected by the mold. I feel like the cleaning that I did do in my previous videos have been very effective. Just to be sure, I want to use the concrobium to you know, finish the job essentially, right? So anyway, with that being said, I want to show y'all something that I have been working on and been testing out, and that is the use of this frosted window film that I had got at the dollar store, at the Dollar Tree to be specific, since there's a lot of different dollar stores. The Dollar Tree to be specific. I went to the Dollar Tree and I picked up 2 of these. Now 2 of these should be fine. According to my measurements, 2 of these should be fine to cover this back window, at least a majority of it, like 96% of it. So I'm good with that. And then for my 2 middle windows, I'm going to show y'all in a second. So this is my middle window. I used 2 of these boxes. As you can see, it is 12 by 40. So it was just enough to cover it. So I just did this side and I did this side, and as you can see, the line in the middle. So this is perfect because I can open my windows and have light on and everything like that. Even at night, I can have my windows open. I cannot see out of the windows, but I plan to kind of cut some squares or cut some holes so that I can lift it up and see out of my window if it's necessary. If I find myself needing to have something like that, I will cut, you know, a designated spot to like be able to open it, kind of like this sort of thing. But honestly, I don't really feel the need to look out my window. If I want to look out my window, I would just roll down the window. If there's really something to look at, I would just roll down the window. Otherwise I would just like cut out, you know, a little piece where I can kind of like peek out the window, right? But if I really wanted to look out the window, I would just roll down my window. Now for here, I'm gonna do the same thing, but instead of utilizing this Reflectix nonsense, I'm just going to use this, because the Reflectix does help with keeping it cool or keeping it warm in here. It does help with insulation to some degree when it comes to having these windows. But honestly, I feel like the Reflectix, a big issue that I'm having is the fact that this Reflectix piece I don't take on and off. It's just on there permanently. So basically, I'm able to open this little part so I can see out and have like a little bit of extra light. But I'm thinking, why not, because I have extra Reflectix as well, so I can make like a whole new of this. But I was thinking, why not just cover it with this stuff? And once again, like if I don't really use this back window to see out. I have a rear camera, so if I'm backing into some place, I have a rear camera to see what's going on behind me, and then I just kind of use my side windows to look behind me when I'm driving. So I don't really use this back window, you know, it's just not necessary for me personally. But in the event I do need to look out the window, I can look out the window doing that, and I'll probably adapt the same concept back here to cut out some squares so that I can look out the window. But today we are going to be putting on this frosted window film. Now I did find some frosted window film in Walmart, but it was $19, and essentially when it all boils down, this was like the better this was like the better option for me. The cheaper option is only $1.25. I bought 2 of these, and I used 2 for my side windows and 2 for my other side windows. That's 4 for my 2 side windows, and then another 2 for this back window. So yeah, I'm gonna basically be taking all of this Reflectix off, and I'm going to either roll it up, because I'm thinking if I should use, because it is cold here in Washington, so I'm thinking if I should put back on the Reflectix with some Velcro, which I did buy also from the dollar store. I bought this Velcro. Yep, it's a peel and stick. So basically you just take this part off and then you stick it to wherever. So yeah, it's a peel and stick. So I got that. So I was either going to put back on the Reflectix but just remove it during the day, kind of like how I do my side windows. I could like remove it during the day and then like use my heater to kind of get all of the condensation off of the windows and pull it off of the window so it can evaporate, and then like let my doors down so that it can like do away with all of that water. But there's a lot of condensation on this side because I don't really open it, mainly because like the way this is cut, there's no real way for me to kind of hold this part up. But as you can see, if I let it air out, then the condensation on the window will evaporate into the car, and then I can just let it out through the window that is open. So I'm going to put this frosted film on, and I'm going to put it on these back windows so I can basically have more natural light while maintaining privacy. And I'm going to show y'all what it looks like during the day and what it looks like at night. I'm probably going to put it in the screen here. But yeah, during the day, you can't see anything, mainly because the windows are already slightly tinted, and because there's daylight outside, like you just can't really see it. There's not much of a contrast, so you can't really see in. But I also have a bug net on the outside of my window, so that when I do roll down my middle windows, I can like make sure that no bugs get in, right, during the summer. And then on top of that, I have like the bug screen, or not the bug screen, but there's like another additional sunshade that pops up that let me show you. This little, there's this little sunshade that pops up. So when I have that, that also acts as like an additional like privacy screen type of thing. So you can't see anything during the day, but at night you can see, like if I have like, for example, this bright ring light on, you can see that at night. You can see like lights in here at night, obviously, right? But even with the lights being on, as you can see in the video, even with the lights being on, you still can't exactly make out or see anything. It's still giving blurry. It's still giving privacy. You know what I mean? It's not as stealthy when you're camping at night and you're utilizing your light. Sometimes I don't want to put back on my Reflectix because it's nice to like wake up and not wake up into darkness, but wake up with the sun, the light of the sun kind of coming into the car, like that type of energy, that type of vibe. You know what I mean? Yes. So I'm gonna put this on my back window, and I'm gonna show y'all the process, and I'm going to let y'all know and give y'all a little update when I'm done. And yeah, that's gonna be the video. I don't know, you guys can see all that residue? So I'm gonna try my best to remove all of that and take it off. But yeah, this was some strong tape. I believe it's the Gorilla tape that I used. Like it's like the mega strong Gorilla tape or something like that. The microfiber cloth stopped some of the condensation from leaking into the crack of the paneling, causing the mold, obviously, but they got very damp. So it's a thing where you kind of have to like constantly, like, you know, every couple of days or however have you have to kind of like rotate them out. Otherwise it's not really going to be doing much. This is the frosted film cover. So it is 12 by 40. Across it is about 43 to 45, something like that. But 40 should be fine. I'm just going to kind of put it in the middle, and then I'm going to hold it down with some clear tape anyway. So the clear tape will also act as kind of like a frosted film type of thing on the sides. So I mean, you know, 1 inch shouldn't be too bad. Plus it's kind of I don't know if you guys can see like the trim. There's like a black trim around it, so it shouldn't be too bad. I was gonna kind of like tuck it in. Initially what I did with my side windows, I tucked it into like the driver I tucked it into like the window holder where it goes into. Initially I did that, but what I found is that it's better to just like tape it onto the window, because as the window mechanisms, it does mess with the frosted film a little bit. So yeah, you want to make sure it's as like flat as can be, otherwise it's just not going to give what it wants to give, what it's supposed to give, right? So yeah, it had two different designs. This is the design that I chose to go with. No particular reason, I just decided to go with that design. It would be cool to be able to see out and not have people be able to see in. I'm sure that they have things like that, like where that's an option, but this is the more affordable option for me, so that's what I'm going with. But that would be really cool too. So yeah. All right, y'all, so I was able to get a trace out. This is what I have so far. There we go. So far, I was able to kind of trace it out. It's a little tricky, but it's doable. So I just put it up against the window and use the indentation. All right, y'all, so I am done. As you can see, I decided not to bother with the little tape residue stuff places, but this is what it looks like from the inside. It is daytime, so this is what it looks like from the inside during the daytime. I'm going to go outside with this ring light on and show you what it looks like from the outside. And I'm going to put it right here on the screen. So as you can see, this is what it looks like from the outside with the lights on. And yeah, so I do feel a little bit of a draft coming from this area. So I don't really remember feeling all of this draftiness, you know what I mean, with the Reflectix on. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna do like a fabric sort of thing, or if I'm just going to do my Reflectix. I think it just kind of depends on the season, but I do want to go ahead and make a new Reflectix cover situation, and then I'm going to use the Velcro that I bought before to basically attach it to the window. And yeah, that's basically going to be that on that. So as you guys can see, at least during the daytime with my lights on, you can't really see like pretty much anything. You can see that there is a light, but you can't really make out to see what's in the car, which I love, because I'm able to like have that natural light in without having to sacrifice my privacy, which is really, you know, a huge thing for me. Now I do get a lot of natural light from my sunroof, but sometimes it's just not enough. I am going to come back later on when it's much darker to show y'all basically how it looks like when it's super dark. Like I said, there is a draft, so I'm probably going to put back on my Reflectix for now, until I'm ready to cut out a stencil for some new Reflectix and just kind of figure out that whole thing. But I love it. This is great. I can take off my Reflectix and I don't have to worry about sacrificing all of my privacy. I could even like take off my Reflectix and leave my Reflectix on and drive off and not have to worry about, you know, sacrificing any privacy, which is great. I love that. 10 out of 10. So I'm going to end the video here. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Hey.